I'll do. Just seen this malarkey, as you well know. Yeah, it's a trilogy, right? And obviously there's quite some interesting things what happens in it, right? There's some flying monkeys in it, right? But there's more gossip in it and all, right? I never knew that the green one, her dad is a carny, right? Yeah, and he's a wizard. I know, because he's a right wizard. What he did to her, to mother, and obviously, don't worry, her half sister gets crushed by a house from the first one, Dorothy. Well, you don't see much of Dorothy, set of shadows and a little bit glimpses from her from behind and that. And all we hear is lots of whinging about, her fella going off with her, with the rumpy pumpy. But it's alright, because she makes him into a scarecrow and they run off together in the end of the movie because she fakes her own death. Yeah, buckets of water. It's like the other movie, the first one where the witch went down the trap door. They did that in this one, but technically they put it in the story. Yeah, and well, obviously they do a lot of singing in it, but songs you won't remember. Well, I don't, not like the first one, we all remember that one, don't we? How it went. So there's quite building work in the movie, obviously, because obviously, I always wondered the contractors in the movie, why would they build a yellow brick road? Well, obviously to do with wizard, didn't it? So yeah, we have a lot of construction stuff with the yellow brick road malarkey, right, and animal abuse and all that lot. All that it started reminding me of Lady Penelope in this movie as well. I think, yeah. I was getting a little bit confused, thinking I was watching Thunderbirds when I saw the Lady Penelope Rolls Royce today, because obviously she gets one of them bubble flying couches as well in this movie. Yeah. So yeah, and you press it and it pops its bubble and. And you got mail in or whatever, from Police Story 3 and Super Cop and, James Bond's me of that movie, Apocalypse Now maybe, or something, a Vietnam movie, because I didn't realise that the animals are digging tunnels under the yellow brick road and leaving and all that lot, so that was quite interesting. So they were doing all that building for the animals just to escape. Oh, I start the Tin Man. Well, obviously, she's the wicked witch, the one in the wheelchair, right? She's got a reputation to be a wicked witch. Oh, because she stops them munching and fell her leg in it, right? That's all I know. Right, so obviously she gets superpowers, but she ain't. It's just her sister makes help her fly, but obviously he disturbs it, and obviously sister goes a little bit weird in this bit. She starts like messing with that spell book, and obviously it's her big green sister what else to help her out, and obviously she starts killing the little munchkin fella with bad spells and all that lot. So yeah, what he's going to become, he becomes this big tin man, right? It's like the bloody Terminator, right? And he later on, it's him you see mostly what wants to kill the Green Witch, right? Hell bent on revenge because he hasn't got a heart, because obviously, this silly beggar did some stupid magic and faulted with his heart, so she just made him a tin man and daughter and mate, right, obviously, because, but obviously she finds out her dad's a little bit, a bit cruel to animals by the look. Your dad with your pets, right, because obviously, you think the most of them might have died, but her dad hasn't flushed them out the toilet, no, he puts them in a bloody room and locks them all up because horrible things maybe to them or whatever. Anyhow, the point is, the good witch of the north, she's getting married to the scarecrow fella right there, right, he's somewhere there, right. She's getting married to him. It's alright. The animals escape and do a Jumanji through at the wedding. It's great, eh? Obviously, the North Witch is going to seek revenge because you ruined my bloody wedding, I was hoping to get some hanky-panky and all that lot. Not even that. the guy, the groom, runs off with the green dead and gutted, you know, really downtrodden and angry now, and it's going to come a right bloody revenge. And there's this great tornado malarkey, right? And you know, when they're all going to summon Dorothy, the witch killer, right? And obviously it's a big frame up, you know, to kill the, you know, the powers of the Force that you can see future things and magic of Star Wars with not Yoda, but a green witch person. Scene where, you know, in the first one, you know, they meet Dorothy and she nicks off with the ruby slippers. Well, technically it's the sister, the green one, what gave it to the disabled sister and what makes us fly. Anyhow, it goes on bloody Matrix, because they have this bloody Matrix fight, and but obviously it's all a big trap and all that, or Metal Man and Lion. You see them mostly because they want revenge on the witch, you know, because the Lion was made to be a coward because the witch helped him as a cub, and he should have left him alone so he could defend for himself instead of relying on witches to stick up for him. So yeah, and obviously the Terminator Tin Man, it just goes all psycho with the bloody axe and all that lot in a crowd, waving it all about and all that lot. Good family entertainment. Obviously the witch gets brutally murdered, but she's more or less set it up for a fake suicide. An evil big Dorothy, you know, rubbing it in that she's got her shoes, what's dead sister's shoes on, but she doesn't know that because you don't see much about Dorothy or anything, you know, her character or anything. Yeah, so it's all fake. The witch, you know, and Dorothy's like, you know, put you out that, yeah, and the bloody witch is bloody dead after all, because I told you about the trapdoor malarkey, and because they did that in the original movie just for an effect, but this effect was even, well, odder, because we're all being waiting, what does the bloody scarecrow look like, because, you know, well, obviously he looks a bit like that, you know, but obviously, you know, he's a bit, you know, a bit iffy looking like, bit like me, not Roach, but you know, but yeah. So these two run off together, and that's how practically how the movie bloody ends. You know, it comes into another, you know, a little fake off with the witch, gets a magic book and starts, well, maybe doing spells, I don't know. Anyway, it ends like this, you know, walking off to the sunset, you know, and having quick flashbacks with the other movie.